Good morning, everybody. Monday morning. It is freezing out. So I hope you enjoy this because this is going to take longer recording live like this. And it's freezing cold and we got to wash and decon this thing. It's a brand new truck, so there's not much to do as far as washing and deconning wise. But, you know, we go through most of the motions anyway. Washing it, we're going to use the clay towel from DIY, and if it has any other grit after that, we may have to clay bar it, or we may have to use an iron remover, but that just kind of depends. So don't worry, about that type of stuff on a brand new vehicle. We don't. As long as the paint is clean and smooth, we're good to go. I gotta let my cat in because she ate and now she is wanting to go inside because it's way too cold out. So we're pre-washing it right now with Jimbo's Super Soaper. And we'll let that dwell for a little bit. It's a 2024 GMC. It's a beautiful, beautiful truck. It's a diesel too, so it's actually running. If you hear it, it's running right now just to kind of warm it up. We're gonna do a basic interior on it also, but just to warm everything up. It was in the garage, so it was okay overnight. Not cold at all, but I usually do that. Let vehicles run when it's cold out like this. I'll be right back. Oh, it's chilly. Whew. Oh, so cold.
You need a vest?
No, my body is fine. I'm not, it's just my face.
Yeah.
That's all. But so what's the second frost that we've had here the past week? Yeah, so winters don't get bad down here. It'll start off chilly in the morning, and then it'll end up being nicer later on. How's it going, everybody? 4 p.m. in France. Nice. Cool. If you guys haven't seen already, we dropped a video yesterday. A Beamer that we coated with the Ethos Graphene Pro coating. It's pretty good. I haven't seen it come back though. I don't think that customer opted in for a maintenance detail, so I don't know if I'll see that vehicle again, but that's okay. So this truck has a little bit of a story. Not a big story, nothing dramatic. Well, maybe it was for the customer. But they had to basically sue a shop over messing up the front bumper when they were putting on PPF. They put PPF in the front bumper, and they didn't do it right. The customer wanted it taken off, and when they removed the PPF, it removed a bunch of paint with it. Yeah, so I don't know what the problem was there. If it's too much adhesive on the PPF or the paint itself just didn't bond, it wasn't bonding to the primer, and it tore off with the PPF, or they did it too aggressively. I don't know. Yeah, we're using hot water. It's warm by the time it gets out there. It's not super hot or anything, but so yeah, this poor customer here had to go through a lot. I don't know the company or anything that he used before for the PPF, but it wasn't a good scene. So it was sitting in the shop for a while and had to be repainted and all that crazy stuff. So temperatures here, it is 33. I don't know if that's completely accurate. That's just what the weather app says, but yeah, 33 degrees. We can still wash like that because we have the warm water and everything that's, washing the vehicle. And the vehicle was inside here, so it wasn't like it has freezing cold panels. We've worked mobile before on freezing cold days like this, and it did not bode well. It was bad. But anyway, so he doesn't have any PPF. He's kind of against PPF right now. He doesn't want to do it. So we're going to go with ceramic coating, and we're putting a 5-year coating. We're putting G-Technic Crystal Serum Light on this, And this will be pretty easy. We are going to inspect the paint. Just make sure there's no major scratches or swirls or anything like that. Use the NSP polishes and get this thing looking awesome, and then coat it. Interior is, we're just doing a basic interior, so nothing crazy on the interior. All right. Soap is ready. Yep. That's DIY's, what is that stuff? Something suds. Super. I already forgot what it was called. Incredible Suds. That's it. Incredible Suds. That's DIY's Incredible Suds. I haven't tried the Ghost Sealant yet, but I have heard it's good. I mean, it looks pretty good. So this is just flat white paint. I mean, flat white as in no pearl or no metallic. It's just a basic. I think it's called Arctic white or something like that. And you know, I can't really see swirls in it anyway. But once we put the lights to it, then we'll see. Is that the age of the cold that you're forgetting? Both. How the NSPs react in cold weather? Well, I don't know because I applied indoors where it's nice and warm. So I don't really know. Our garage is heated. Like it'll be nice and warm in there once we close everything down and we have the turn on the heater in here as well. So, and that's after we do the interior. So things warm up in there. So it's not going to be cold in there at all. All right, let's get to contact washing. Wow, that's awesome. That's a lot of thuds. Thud. It is, even with the hot water? Yeah. Wow, I thought the water would have heated that up. Oh, I wonder if is it not working?
It's just not that hot.
Weird. It's just really cold. It says 34 out. It's pretty chilly.
That's cold for Southerners.
It is. We're not Southerners.
We are now.
No, we're not. We weren't born here. I can't call myself a Southerner. Oh, paint is nice and smooth. I don't foresee any grittiness here. I got a feeling he washed this thing before he brought it to us. It's really clean. Actually, this customer knows how to take care of his vehicles. He has all the good stuff. So he'll probably maintain this himself. He's kind of a detail enthusiast himself, so that's cool. But not everyone has the confidence or wants to install ceramic coatings. So even if you are a DIYer and you know how to do most of that stuff, it doesn't mean that you're always going to, do everything yourself. Ceramic coatings can be tricky if you don't have the lights and you don't know what to look for. That's really the main thing. Ceramic coatings are easy. It's just you got to know what to look for. And I mean, it doesn't take much to learn that. We do our training here, and I just tell students, hey, this is what to look for. Just be diligent about wiping around corners and curves and edges, and that way you don't get high spots, things like that. And then you're fine. And even if you get a high spot, it's not the end of the world. You can remove it. Oh, this paint is nice and smooth all the way to the bottom. Let me see. Yeah. Wow, that is nice. It's so smooth. got some sort of protection on it. But the NSP polishes will take care of that. They have a little bit of abrasives in them, so it removes anything that's on there. If you have questions about the NSP polishes, let me know, because we've been using them for about 4 years now. And we've used them on a number of different coatings, but primarily we have seen Crystal Serum Light and Exo come back performing perfectly. And all the other ones, you know, Geon and those coatings, they all perform really well with it. But we just primarily use G-Technics coatings. Whoa. Whoa. Don't spray me, bro. Wow, even the back, nothing. Just all smooth. No. Oh yeah, and then this customer had another vehicle in the past. What? Oh, it's not dirty back there. It's just a couple of leaves. I was just gonna blow it out with the blower. He wasn't concerned about the back with the bed. Yeah, but this customer had another vehicle coated by some other person and apparently left some major scratches in the paint and didn't really inform the customer. I guess there wasn't good communication because the customer saw it and was like, hey, what's the scratch here? And the detailer basically said, we don't polish before coatings. Something failed there. That's not a good way of communicating with the customer, just saying that after the fact. So that's why our prices are going to be a little bit higher. Our service will include a little bit more because we are doing the paint enhancement polish. We'll kind of search and destroy any major defects. You know, we're not going for perfection and getting the paint 100% swirl free unless the customer is paying for it. So the paint enhancement is 50 to 75%. But in this case with new vehicles, you can get like 90, 95%. So, whew. Oh, your pressure washer went out? I just saw. You know, there's so many pressure washers out there, and I'm seeing so many people say this and that about all sorts of different pressure washers, and get this one, get that one. There's a new one that's coming out. I don't know, guys. My AR Blue 630 is a workhorse. You know, I use it in professional business. I have had it for, 3 years now, maybe 4. I did one maintenance thing myself where I had to fix, a seal in it, and that's it. It just runs. I don't have any issues. I hear a lot of other detailers buying cheaper brands, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's just, they're not professional grade. They're not true professional grade, and they have so many issues. And I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't have issues with it. I don't know what's going on. So, it's weird. I just bought that and never looked back. Never had a problem with it, really. Nothing major, that is. All right, let's do the wheels. Using Vonix Delete on the tires. And I do have the other heavy duty Vonix cleaner here also, the Vexus. That one's really good, but Delete is also amazing. I have still some of the Sonax wheel cleaner here, which is an iron remover. I'm just going to use it up. So, to go back to what I was talking about, the other detailer who coated my customer's vehicle, basically had to strip off whatever was on that panel, correct the scratch, recoat it, but it was just kind of a hassle. So you hear a lot of talk on YouTube and social media about saying you don't need to polish, you don't need to do this, and you don't need to do that. Like, that's not a rule. That is just per customer. So if anyone is saying, I don't do this because of this reason, that's cool. But you better talk to your customer first, and you don't just do something because it's just you heard from other people, I don't do that. No, that doesn't make sense, guys. That is per customer. That's why you ask. So with my service, I will say, comes with a paint enhancement, which reduces swirls, light scratches by 50 to 75%. Some major defects we can, remove. If there's a big scratch, we'll just tackle that. But it's meant to clear up the paint, make it look better. And if there are any major things, we'll take care of it. Or if the customer wants a paint correction, if they're like, hey, I want the paint, can you do a paint correction on it? I want the paint looking almost 100%. Okay, well, then we're going to charge more. We're going to do that for you. But that's, an extra cost. And usually the customer's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I already know. And of course, you tell the customer within reason. You don't always promise 100% swirl-free paint. There's always going to be some little defects somewhere, even on brand new vehicles. We find them all the time. So we say, hey, we strive for 90, 95%. There might be things that are just too deep to get out. Or we don't want to risk it with wet sanding on a brand new vehicle, or whatever the case may be. You do have to preface those things and kind of protect yourself. Never promise perfection. Never promise that you'll do, perfect work and get everything out. Under promise, over deliver. If it happens, great, but if it doesn't, now you promise something that you cannot deliver. That just kind of goes across the board. I mean, that's just in life in general, you don't do that. So in detailing, when you're dealing with something so visual, the Sonax wheel cleaner and the Vonix Delete on the tires. Yeah, it is. It's the iron remover and the Sonax cleaner. It's almost done anyway. It's almost gone. I'm going to switch over to start using the Fab Automotive Details Warrior Iron Decon. Oh. Well, at least I warmed up. That's good. And all the buckets are filled with hot water, so that's also good. But I just think it's smart business to learn how to communicate with the customer. I did learn that a long time ago, and even now, I try to communicate with the customer, but some customers either don't listen or they have an agenda. So it doesn't matter what you say, they're still going to cause a problem. You can't beat that. It's very, very, very difficult to mitigate that. But then again, that's where having them sign something also protects you legally. Even if it's something seemingly small, like if you're just coating wheels or if you're just doing a little service for them, you're still doing a service for them. Have them sign your agreement form, period. Agreement form is just standard. New customer comes to you, they must sign it. I think that's just proper business. I mean, you do that with every service-based business, or almost every service-based business, especially when it comes to cars. Because things can be so finicky. And once the person drives it off the lot, that's their problem. It's no longer yours, but the customer doesn't always see it that way. So if you go to a mechanic, like a real mechanic, not just a little fly-by-night guy, but a real mechanic, you're going to be signing the invoice or whatever form he's going to give you, and look closely at that form because it's a terms and agreement form. It's just all built into one. And you can do that with your receipts and everything too. It's kind of an interesting way of doing it because they have to sign to like release the vehicle, and by signing they're also agreeing to whatever's written on that form. So that's just part of the business, but it's a protection. Once the vehicle leaves your lot, you have no idea what they did to it, and they could come back on you. I've heard so many stories like that. I've even had customers say this and that about a scratch here or a smudge here, or literally a bird dropping or a bug etching, and it happens like a couple of days after they have left our shop. No, that's not gonna fly. That doesn't make any sense. A couple of days? That sounds like a ripoff to me. Okay. Nice. I used up all this Sonax cleaner. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, so there's some sort of protection on here. It's whatever's on here is beating up. All right. I'm gonna wrap everything up and pull this thing in. See, it's freezing. It's freezing, Mr. Bigglesworth. Wait. Okay. Whoopsie. There we go. Dropping all my da-da-das. All right, that's done. That was a terrible shot. All right, wring everything out. Dump all the buckets. Hey, get back here. Okay. Get some of this water out of the way. I really wish I had the finances to put a drain in here, but it would cost about $3-ish grand. Thought about doing it myself, but I do not know how to do that. So if I mess it up, it costs more and costs more time. All right. I think we're good. Oh, gotta grab that ladder. This thing is a big truck, so fills up the garage. We've had bigger trucks in here. That way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More, more. All right, straight. Yep, straight. Keep coming, keep coming. A little bit more. All right, hold on one sec. Let me check the back. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right.
Do you have a key?
Yes, I do.
It won't shut off. I need it.
Oh. Wait, what? That was weird. Did it say, like, needs the key in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. It's going to get noisy in here, so I'm probably going to shut this down now. But we're going to blow dry it, towel dry it, then do the interior. Tony, what's up, man? I don't know if he's still in here. It's a problem with going live and working at the same time. I can't answer questions all the time, so I just try to think of stuff on the fly and talk. But what's the GPM on? Oh, okay, you're talking about the active. I actually don't know. I forget what the GPM is on the AR Blue, but all right, guys. Well, let me know if you got any questions. Comment on this video, and I'm probably going to do this video. I didn't do it with the other ones, but I'm going to take this video and download it and then re-upload it to YouTube as a regular video, because for some reason the live videos don't get a lot of action. So I don't know why, but anyway, I don't know if I'll do any videoing on the rest of this because it's pretty basic. There's nothing really to point out. And you've seen me use crystal serum light before. This looks nice. And that's what we're using on this paint. And this job will probably go pretty quick because there's nothing major that we have to do to it, being a new vehicle. I see some little water spots here and there. I did get a new water spot remover. The one that so many people see on social media, the Sud Factory water spot remover. It looks a little bit too good to be true, but it actually works pretty well. I've used it on some moderate water spots and came right off. So that could be something that's actually real. No artillery fungus on it too. No, nothing on. Nope, this thing was perfectly clean. Really nice and smooth. No bits on it. At least nothing that I saw. If I come across them, then we'll clay bar them off or pick them off and then polish it out. It'll be good to go. So, all right, guys. We'll see everybody later. Take care.